As an American, there are some things that you can truly never fully understand until you leave the United States. I moved out of the United States 2.5 years ago, and since then, there have been moments where certain things happen that completely and utterly break everything that I've ever known. And today, one of those things happened. I'm currently living in Germany, and very recently, I just got a part-time barista job. It's completely a part-time thing and just something for me to make some extra cash on the side. And I literally cannot even work more than 20 hours a week per my resident permit. And I haven't even started working yet, but there are some things about this job that have already broken me in a good way. As I'm in talks with the boss trying to get this job, I'm expecting like, okay, we'll do like an interview or something and they can see if they like me or not. And the boss emails me about like, they don't do like an interview, they do like a tryout day, and they're telling me like come in for the tryout day and see if you like it and if you fit in with the environment well. And when I went in for the tryout day and like all went really well and stuff, the boss asked me at the end, so like if you feel good about this job, like if you like it, if it suits you well and you think you might want to stay here, then just like write me an email and let me.
I feel like in Germany, or from what it sounds like, Germany is more like, oh, do you want to work this job? Is this job, do you think it fits you? It's more tailored and caring of you. But in America, it's like, are you qualified for this job? Are you gonna do this job good? Are you gonna make us the most money? Are you gonna not take as many days off? Yada yada yada, you know what I'm saying?
Me know by like Tuesday or whatever. And they're not saying anything about like whether they even like me or not. Like all the focus seems to be on whether like I like the job and I want to stay there. Like I ended up having to ask like, well, do you like me? Like my German isn't so good, so like is it okay or is it like a problem? Like how do you feel like I fit in with the environment? And only then did I hear from the boss like that yeah they liked me too. And then as we're going through the hiring process, like the first thing that they tell me is like, okay, the paperwork should be ready to sign in like 2 weeks. First things first, I need a little bit of information from you. And the first thing she asked me was, when do you want to take your vacation days this year? Literally the first thing that they asked me. Guess how many vacation days I get for a part-time 20-hour-a-week barista job? I am allotted 36 vacation days, or 6 weeks in a 6-day work week schedule.
That, like, I've never had a job or nothing. So obviously I'm speaking from like trying to like infer, you know what I'm saying? But a month off work, I feel like that's crazy. I feel like when I hear people talk about vacation days, it's like you maybe have like 3 weeks for the year or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's true though. Let me know in the comments because I'm not too educated on this topic.
6 weeks. But the thing that broke me today was an email from my boss telling me that not only is it possible for me to go on the public healthcare system, but it's literally required for me to. For context, this has never been possible for me before, and since I turned 25 and moved outside of the United States, I've only been able to have essentially travel insurance. And now through the German public healthcare system, I can pay into it and then see pretty much any doctor that I want to, as long as they have an available appointment for free or pretty much free. And the
Oh yeah, bro, what's it called? Since I'm in the US, bro, I'd be forgetting that like basically or like not every country, maybe not, but almost every other country. I don't even know if that's true, but a lot of other countries have free healthcare compared to America, where like people like would risk their health because they can't afford healthcare. You know what I mean?
amount that you pay into it is like 100 euros a month. I haven't been to a dentist in like 10 years, and I know that partially that's definitely my fault, but I literally, through like the public health insurance, it's like required for you to go like twice a year. I was like kind of freaking out when I first got the email, and I was like texting my German friends so that they could like help me understand better. And because like I translated it, but I was like, I don't want this to be like a false translation or something and me get my hopes up for no reason. And they were like, congratulations, like, but I was like really overwhelmed by it, and they were like, I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, yeah, of course, anyone in Germany who makes more than like 600 euros a month, they automatically can go on the public health insurance. And they're asking me like, what, you didn't know that? And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. Of course I could have like researched that, but like the thing is when you're socialized like as an American, like why would I have even expected that or thought to research something like that? We don't even have a public healthcare system like this. And a 20-hour-a-week barista gig would never give you social safety nets from it. Like, why would I have expected that? People who are not American will never understand that Americans systemically is so harsh and unforgiving and just cruel that it socializes you. If you're poor, if you're not wealthy, then it socializes you into having just an overall pessimistic mindset or having expectations that everything will be so difficult and or impossible that you should set your standards super, super, super low, like in hell, so that you can be easier to exploit. Why would I have ever thought to look something like that up? I'm used to a part-time job giving you nothing. I'm used to public healthcare not even really existing. I'm used to literally everyone I love around me being like constantly in this state of like nervous system dysregulation because they're constantly in fear that if they have 2-3 bad months, then they're literally on the street. I'm used to seeing women in abusive situations not be able to leave their husband because they will lose their health care or it will be too financially crippling for them and they are terrified of being homeless. I'm used to people working 2 to 3 jobs and still being so scared of not being able to make ends meet for their family. I'm used to things being impossibly expensive.
Yeah, bro, like in America, the cost of living compared to like the wages that people get, completely out of this world, bro. I check out some of my other videos, bro. Hella videos talking about the same thing, but the cost of living in America compared to the wages is completely crazy now.
I'm used to things being intentionally made to be as difficult as possible to deter people from obtaining them. I'm used to things being unforgiving and uncaring and unhuman. Like, I can't believe how easy it was for me to obtain the essential care that every human being needs and deserves just by serving a little bit of coffee. Like, of course, you can read and research about other countries, like, as much as possible, but there's some things that you don't fully understand until you leave the United States. I'm so angry and full of grief that our government and our society and media and whoever else has convinced us that the way that we live is normal. I'm currently writing a Substack article talking about all of the various things that I've learned that you can't really understand until you leave the United States. And so you guys can follow me there if you are interested in more information, like in this video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy, bro. Might have to move to Germany to be honest. But this is another video that I found. It's about China. I'm not really sure what it's about, but you know, it's about China.
The government knows class consciousness is our way out. They feed you bread and circus. They feed you cultural and social strife. They feed you these things so that you never find this out. Please start watching videos like the one I'm about to show you. The way that our government handles China is a perfect example of this. Historically, the United States government has wanted you to dislike China, to be fearful of China, to hate China. Now, what is this fear predicated on? Do they tell you it's because of human rights issues? Well, most American 35 and above don't even know what a Uyghur Muslim is, so I would say no. Is it for their limited democracy? Definitely closer to what they talk about the most, but really still not there. It's communism. It's their perceived economic system that they demonize, and what this hatred towards them is predicated on. It's what they want you to hate them for. They're successful to the point where people think that they're communist, or they think that they've escaped the matrix and they're like, no, I know they're not communist. They're just socialist. They're not even that. They are a socialist free market economy. The result, an unbelievably good average quality of life within China. I want to talk about the kill line. I'm also going to go over some policies that describe how they are a socialist free market later. The kill line is this idea in Chinese politics that they put onto America. And it basically states that Americans are exactly one factor from death at really any given moment. The kill line can be unemployment. The kill line can be a house fire.
Oh yeah, bro, because like everything's so expensive and people are living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? and they're in debt and everything. So if they get like one car crash, get in one accident, get in trouble, anything, it's like you're screwed, to be honest.
Kill line can be getting cancer. In some cases, the kill line can be breaking your fucking arm. They understand that there are so many things that can happen to you as an American that have unimaginable and permanent effects on your well-being and quality of life financially. This is a foreign and fucked up idea to the average Chinese person with their incredibly robust welfare system. I'm actually gonna make a full video that's separate on the Chinese economy, but some cliff notes are that the Chinese economy owns anything that has an ability to monopolize or that they deem very, very integral to the state of the nation, to national security, to well-being. Planes, trains, networks, servers, oil, food distributors, things of this notion are going to be owned by the government. Now, these things.
Not gonna lie, that's hella smart. Cause like once everything starts to get monopolized, then it's like everybody's screwed. You know what I mean? But the government is like stopping it there, making sure it can never get to that. That's good. You know? I mean, as long as the government is like good. You know what I'm saying?
In turn are all heavily subsidized towards the people. So, they'll cost less, they're purchased by the people. That profit goes back into the government, which cycles back into the infrastructure, which is a huge reason why you see Chinese infrastructure as being absolutely incredible and world class. There are still private investments. There are still private companies that don't fit into this binary. And there are still wealthy people and averagely wealthy people. There's still a class divide, but, in theory, nobody goes without. I got a little lost in the sauce, the Szechuan sauce, and so I'd love to tie all this back to how it helps social issues as well, and, further going over a lot of what I'm trying to say here in another video, but thank you for watching.
To be honest, I never noticed how, or like I did notice how like as like growing up, but we always villainize China. I feel like, and I never really understood why. And I guess, in my opinion, from this video, it's because like they're doing better than us, I guess, or like for the average person at least, if I'm interpreting this correctly.
So the niggas in Italy found out that the Democrats and the Republicans is working together over where they live at. So they like, listen, the citizens, they like, we banding together. We not paying our fucking bills no more. We not paying our bills. We not paying our rent. We not shopping with y'all. We stocked up on food. We gonna sit our asses right in the crib and nobody gonna do a fuck thing about it. And y'all economy gonna collapse, and that's what it is. And all the citizens, literally all the citizens of Italy are not shopping with the establishment no more. They sitting their ass in the crib. They said fuck work and y'all gonna fix shit around here. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is what the fuck we need to be doing in America. Cause there's no way the president is accused of touching kids and these files and all this old cool shit. We at war, all this old dumb shit. Gas prices about to be at fucking $70 a gallon, and we just chilling. The economy, nigga want to see first month's, last month's insecurity on a $2,000 apartment. That means you got to make $6,000 after taxes legally. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, no, you got me fucked up. So if we gonna do anything, I think we should be doing what Italy doing. Quit your job. Don't shop with these niggas no more. You better stock up on some food and keep your black ass in the house until shit get better. They can't kick us all out. But yeah, it's Channel 16 News, and thanks for coming. You feel me? I'm gonna keep y'all updated.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I feel like there's so much going on like that's wrong in America right now, and everybody likes to complain when nobody wants to actually take action, and then that kind of just it makes no difference because then it's like, oh, we're angry, and the people who are doing this wrong, they see that we're not doing anything about it, even though we're so angry. So it's like, why would they stop? Or like, why? Or like, if I were them, I wouldn't go even like more drastic because I know now that you're just not gonna do anything, but you're just gonna get mad, but you're just not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? That's my opinion though. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about each TikTok. Yada yada yada. Hope you guys have a good day. Like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Oh, voice crack. My bad.